welcome to I Learned a Game. I'm your host, guy from work that doesn't play games but is willing to. Hello. When you show up to game night, hopefully the game will already be set up. That should be somebody else's job. Okay? So then, they hand you a card, like this, and you flip it over and it shows a little symbol and you're first player. So somebody will tell you, draw a couple of cards. And when you go to draw a couple of cards, they'll say, no, not like that. They have to be neighbors. Like, what the heck are you talking about? I don't know where these cards live. And they're like, no, adjacent. They have to be side by side. Okay. Can they be side by side up and down? Is that still side by side? They said yes. I'm like, are you just going to say yes to everything I say? I like money, so I'll take this card and this card. They say, cool, you can just put those over there like that. That's your resources. I'm like, you're my resources? They say, okay, now you gotta refill. I'm like, why don't you do that? You know what you're doing. And they're like, okay. Okay, so this was a resource, and this was a resource. And you can use these little markers here, they told me later, in case you can't remember what the cards were. Okay, so you would put that like that. You put like that, and you better do it like that, or they're going to get mad. You have to refill them from the top to the right, next, to the right, next. You can't refill this one and then this one. It's illegal. Okay? But they have to come up the opposite they were that when you picked them. I'm like, what? Oh, well now these have costs on them. I don't know what these do. I don't know why they have costs. I don't got any of these gears. I only got money. And they say, well, this is a wild. Now you tell me. So he picks this one and this one. And so we refill. And then it's my turn again. I'm like, okay, I'll take this one and this one. He's like, okay, you have to build that one. I'm like, I have to build it. You got some tools? He said, no, use your resources. You got to pay a money. And you have to pay a lightning bolt. You don't have a lightning bolt. So you have to use your wild. But now you got 4 points. Nice. Can I quit now? I don't want to go over 21. They're like, what are you talking about? You have a little turn summary here. It shows you how to play and stuff. And on the back of the book, it has a quick reference of everything in the game. And they said, no, you want to get these. And I'm like, what the hell are those? And those are civil tokens. You get those when you build civil buildings. And I'm like, there's different types of buildings? I got a birdhouse. That's not even a building. That's a bridge. Okay. So then we refill. Make sure you go from the top down. You don't want to mess up and get yelled at. I don't like any of these. He said, well, you can take 2 off the top of the deck. I was like, can I take this one and then 1 off the top of the deck? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay. I'll take these 2 off the top of the deck. And they're like, well, we don't have to refill now because you didn't take any cards from the middle. And I'm like, that made it a lot easier for me. So this guy really wants something, so he's going to go like this. And they're going to refill. And I'm like, holy mackerel, there's a lot of stuff out there now. And I guess I'll just pay this and this. Wait, that's not how you do that. They got mad at me for that. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and this one. Then I'm going to pay that and that. And I'm going to build this. Okay? They say, hey, you got a free symbol. I'm like, what the hell you mean free? I just paid 2 cards for it. They're like, well, you can use that as a symbol now. You don't have to pay a card for it. Who the heck's making up these rules? Like this guy, he's gonna turn in the... He's gonna get this one and this one. And he's gonna turn in those and this. And he's gonna get this. Which allows him to pick one of these. He's gonna pick one of these. It gives him 2 points for every one of these symbols that he produces. I'm like, okay. You don't produce any of those. That was stupid. Actually, I think that was like that. See, that's why you use these so you remember where they were. Okay. And you play until the deck's empty. You count up how many points you got. And some guy that's played it 100 times wins. And that's how you play Point City. Thanks for watching.